Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Sample Pan Roulette, where we randomly select 15 different samples from hair care, skincare, and makeup for me to test out throughout the month. Then I come back, let you guys know what I thought about last month's samples, and then we reselect for this month. Now I think this is episode 10. I was wrong on my last one about what number episode it was. I think we're on episode 10, and I'm starting to run out of samples in pretty much every category except for skincare. However, I did not do the best on utilizing or testing out all of the samples this month, so I think I'll still have enough samples to reselect for this month. I'm probably not making really any sense right now. I'm horrible at explaining things. I'm much more of like a shower, like an actually physically show, just like I'm much more of like a learn by doing type of a gal. And now we're talking about things that are totally irrelevant to this video. So if you guys are interested in watching what I'm talking about, if you're interested in my sample pan roulette, seeing what samples I used last month and seeing what samples I'm going to be testing out throughout the month of pretty much June now. I can't believe May is almost over. But anyway, if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you guys have not entered my 5K giveaway, I just posted that last Thursday, so definitely go check that video out, and I will leave a link for the giveaway in my description box down below as well, so that you guys can get entered for that. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so even though it is almost June, my lips are still hella dry, and I had originally just went in with like a matte liquid lipstick, and then my lips looked like craisins. So I tossed a gloss on over it, but now I feel like my lipstick is like everywhere, so please do ignore that. Let's jump into the samples from last month. So we can start out with my best category, which was skincare. I ended up using all 5 of my skincare samples that I had for the month. It helped that I traveled to Las Vegas and I just brought all these skincare items with me, and they actually made for a really good skincare routine. I swear my skin was like in pristine condition on vacation, which is incredible. So up first, I have this little mini deluxe size sample of the Purity cleanser from Philosophy. This used to be an all-time favorite of mine, and I like this, but I just have my holy grail cleansers that like I live by now, and this just isn't one of them anymore. I still think it's a really good cleanser. I think it's nice if you have sensitive skin. I wouldn't say don't purchase this, but I would possibly say purchase the Youth to the People Kale Green Tea Spinach Cleanser over this. They're both super gentle cleansers. I would use both of them as my morning time cleanser if this was still in my collection, but I prefer the Youth to the People one. So this wasn't hard to use, just not something that I will continue to purchase in a full size. Next up from, I'm probably gonna butcher this, Mamonday, I had the Rose Water Toner, and the previous month I had tried their, it was like their like first step cleanser, kind of like an oil cleanser. I wasn't a fan of that. However, I did really enjoy this rose toner. Now, typically I just, you know, I'm all about like my Thayer's toner because it's super inexpensive compared to some of the other toners on the market. I know you can pick up this brand from Ulta, but I do believe this is, you know, a more expensive toner. I did love what it did for my skin, especially like I said, when I was on vacation and I was using the Purity cleanser. This is my toner, and then I'm going to talk about 2 more products next. I just felt like my skin was super smooth and hydrated, so it's possible I would pick this up in the future, but I would like to get through some of my other toners before then. I did think this was a good product, so if this is something you've been kind of like on the fence on, I would recommend it. I think it's a really good toner, really nice toner. Again, it does smell like roses, so if you don't like the scent of roses, this would be a skip, but I thought this was good. Next up was the oil that I was using on vacation. This is from Bioessence, and this is their squalane, I have no idea. Vitamin C Rose Oil. This says it brightens, firms, and evens skin tone and texture. I really have been enjoying this, you guys. I feel like I have so many like vitamin C morning like oil slash serums that I like, and I'm just going to continue to like cycle through those. I really like the Kors one, the like one with the rose petals in it. I love the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum, and now I really do like this. I really do. So this is going to just have to, you know, be tossed in the rotation. I don't want to own all 3 at one time. I want to be better about like not owning too much at one time. So like if I finish this one, then maybe I'll go to the Kors, then to the Truth Serum, and then back to this one, and just so I can always keep my skin kind of guessing. But I think this is super, super nice. It's a really hydrating oil, so I'm not gonna lie, days that I go to work, I don't always go in with this because it takes a while to set into the skin, but if you have super dry skin, I think you would really enjoy this. Okay, and then the last item that was part of my morning skincare routine on vacation was the Patchology Aqua Mask, and this was great for being in the desert and hydrating my skin. But I just, for some reason, I felt like in the desert my skin felt more hydrated. Super weird, but that's how I felt. I would not purchase this again because I felt like this wasn't this wouldn't be moisturizing enough for me when my skin isn't feeling more moisturized. I don't know, I just feel like this wasn't a thick enough, or it wasn't emollient enough for my personal dry skin. But again, it was a nice moisturizer for on vacation. In the summertime, I do like a lighter weight, more gel-like formula. If you have oily skin, you'd probably really like this. I like the Clinique Moisture Surge for the summertime, and I just recently picked up the Ole Henriksen, like the creme that's in like the orange tube. It's really good. It's not too hydrating, but hydrating enough for me, whereas this I just felt like wasn't quite hydrating enough. And then the last skincare item that I was sampling was the Vita Coco coconut oil. Now I think this is just like the coconut oil that you can buy in the grocery store section of the grocery store, in the baking section of the grocery store, next to the rest of the coconut oils. I think this is just straight up coconut oil. I use this as a first step cleanser. I still have quite a bit left of this, but I've used this also quite a bit. I like this, but I've really been enjoying the Drunk Elephant like first step cleanse. I forget what it's called. It has like a long weird name. If you're looking for a less expensive first step cleanser type of thing, like a cleansing oil, cleansing balm, I mean, this is good. Any coconut oil is going to work and be good for that. The only thing I don't love about coconut oils is it's harder to get off your face. It doesn't rinse off your face as nicely as some of the cleansing balms that you can buy at Sephora, but it's still going to do the job. It's going to be super moisturizing on your skin while also taking off your makeup. So coconut oil is a really good option, and I did really enjoy this. I think it's just kind of like your standard coconut oil. Potentially would buy again. I don't know if like these are sold. I don't remember where I got this. I truly don't, but I don't know if you can even buy this at like Ulta or a beauty store, or you have to get it like a grocery store. But regardless, kind of like your standard coconut oil, you know, maybe worth checking out if you like coconut oil. Okay, so because I did test out all 5 of the skincare samples, we're gonna dive into my skincare sample bin, which just seems to always be super full, and we're gonna select out 5 items to test for this month. So here are a few right off the bat. So first from Herborian, I have the Bamboo Creme Frappe. This is a skin reviving fresh gel. This is a super mini sample. I swear this is gonna be like 1 or 2 uses, but that'll be an easy one to test out. And then I also grabbed out the Feel Renewed Pumpkin Walnut Facial Cleanser. I swear, you guys, I have so many cleansers between like full-size ones that I've gotten sent in BoxyCharm and deluxe. It's been a goal of mine to not purchase any more cleansers until I get through all the cleansers, even though, like I said, I have like my ride or die cleansers. Like my cleanser collection could be super curated, but I just love all these samples. So I'm excited to have pulled this to try and get through this. I'm curious to see if this is, since it's a walnut cleanser, if it's going to have like a texture, like an exfoliating aspect to this. We shall see. This is a pretty decent size. I feel like this could take some time to get through. Okay, so then we have, oh, from Ren, this is their Ever Calm Overnight Recovery Balm. I have tried, I think, 1 or 2 other products from Ren. They are a clean green beauty skincare brand that I believe was new to Sephora last year. I'm definitely interested in trying more from them, so I'm excited to have pulled this. Okay, 2 more. Let's see. Okay, so from Derma E, we have the Microabrasion Scrub, which I'm all about a good scrub. Smells nice. And I've been really into exfoliating lately, so I feel like that'll be an easy one to get through. And then from H2O Beauty, I have their Infinity Renewing Youth Serum. I've tried the H2O like gel moisturizer in the past, and it was fine. Definitely nothing I would repurchase, so I'm interested to see if I'll like this or not. All right, next up we have the makeup category, and I wasn't perfect in this. I tried 4 of the 5. The one that I didn't get around to trying was the Huda Beauty foundation. This is the full filter foundation, and the reason I'm not gonna lie that I didn't try this out was because I know this is a super thick full coverage foundation, and that's just really not my jam, so I didn't really feel like reaching for this, but I really shouldn't have a problem reaching for this and getting this tested out for next month. And then the 4 products that I was able to test out. First, I had this little mini hourglass veil. I already know I like this. I brought this on vacation. It was like a 2-time use. Super easy to get through. This is the mineral primer, their veil mineral primer. I love this. This will definitely be a primer that's in like my curated primer collection down the road. When we get to that point, when I get through some other primers and feel comfortable bringing one that I love into my collection. I mean, I would always feel comfortable having a love of mine in my collection, but I just really cannot be buying any more primers or makeup in general at this time. But I did use that up. Then I also tested out the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. I just thought this was kind of like a meh product. This would definitely be a primer that I wasn't like excited to use if this was in my collection, not one I feel the need to go out and repurchase. Just kind of like a meh. I also tried the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. Wasn't really a fan of this either. I felt like it was a little greasy on my skin, and I rarely feel that way about products. Definitely wouldn't repurchase this one. I only used this like 2 times. I still have quite a bit left in this. I don't even know if I feel like finishing it. And then I have this little Cover FX Translucent Light Blur Powder. Okay. I was really excited about this because Jaclyn Hill raves about the blurring powder, but I didn't love this. And I use this to set underneath my eyes, and I know she uses it more to like bake and carve out like down here, so maybe I would like it better if I tried it that way and didn't try it underneath the eyes. I do still have some powder left here, so I'm going to try it that way and see if I like it, but underneath the eyes I wasn't a big fan. Okay, so then I'm going to go into my little makeup sample set. This is actually a little bit fuller than the last time. My sister gave me some makeup samples, and I also found a couple like randomly lying around. We're going to select 4 out of here. Most of the stuff that I have in here, I swear, are just like primers. Let's see if I can just grab all 4. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so from Urban Decay, I have their eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Sin. I tried, I think their original. I'm just not a huge fan of eyeshadow primers. I just think it's easier to use concealer. But we'll see. And actually, speaking of concealer, I have this little mini Tarte Shape Tape that I pulled. This is in the shade, I don't know. And then I also have the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer in the shade Neutral. Before I really knew what I was doing with makeup, I had the Kat Von D concealer that I used, and I didn't know any better, so I felt like I really liked it at the time, but then I also didn't repurchase it. So I'm curious to see if like how this is gonna look. I wouldn't repurchase this anyway because I'm not buying from Kat Von D, but because this is already a sample in my collection, I'm gonna test that out and see what I think. And then I also pulled a little mini sample of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the base mattifying one. I don't know if I've tried the mattifying one. Probably won't love it because I don't really love mattifying anything, but this should be an easy one to get through. Okay, and then the category I did the worst in was hair care. I only tested 2 of my 5 samples, so I'm just gonna roll in these 3 that I didn't get to testing, and then we'll pick 2 new ones. From IGK, I have the Rich Kid Coconut Oil Gel. Not a huge hair gel person, that's why I didn't get around to this. This has been rolling for so long, I swear. This is the Living Proof TBD Multitasking Styler. I just don't typically put a styling product like this in my hair. It's been a tough one to get through, plus there's so much product in here. Actually, you know what? Nope, it's open. I was gonna say if it's not open, I'll just put it into a giveaway. Because I probably won't enjoy using it, but. And then from Way, I have the leave-in conditioner. I didn't get around to testing this, but I actually am really excited to try this. But I was using, one of my other products was the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Leave-In Mask, which I know is different than a leave-in conditioner, but I didn't get around to testing this one because I was using this one. So I actually don't know if I've tried the leave-in mask before. I know I've tried the leave-in conditioner, the like Roscaro milk from Briogeo, and I really like the leave-in conditioner. I like the leave-in mask. I did feel like my hair was soft and moisturized throughout the month, but I think if I had to choose between this and the leave-in conditioner, I would choose the leave-in conditioner over this. I really enjoy the Don't Despair Repair mask that you actually use like in the shower. Love that. And this is a good product. It's just probably, it feels a little bit like an extra step to me. I would rather have the leave-in conditioner by Briogeo than having the Strength and Moisture mask. And then I actually, wait for it, I actually did get through a styling product. This was from Caviar. This was their Smoothing Hydrogel Nourishing Hair Perfector. I think I got like 2 or 3 uses out of this, and I just don't like products like this. I personally have really thick hair, and sometimes I feel like my hair can look pretty greasy if it just like holds on to product. And so sometimes I just feel like it can get like weighed down or just look ridiculous with styling products. I used this while I was on vacation when my hair was damp, and I tried to use it to like just give me like sort of wavy hair, and that just didn't work. I ended up straightening my hair. So will I repurchase this? No. Do I think it's a bad product? I don't even know how really to review products like this just because I use them so little. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and be like, oh, I know everything about hairstyling products, because I really don't. I know about like conditioners. I know about hair coloring. I do love to color my hair. But when it comes to styling products, not really my cup of tea outside of like hairspray. So I don't really know about this. Sorry, that's not much help to anyone. All right, and then my hair care bin is getting small too, but we only need to choose 2 products this time around. Whatever this is, and then whatever this is. All right, what do we have from Dry Bar? I don't know if I've tried anything from Dry Bar before. This is their Bay Breeze Hydrating Shot. Shampoo hair and squeeze out excess water. Spray entire bottle into hair section by section. So I'm supposed to use this whole bottle in my hair. It literally says that. Spray entire bottle into hair section by section. Leave in 3 to 5 minutes and rinse well. Interesting. So you use this while you're still in the shower. I'm really curious to try this. Never tried anything from Dry Bar before, so also excited to try a product from them. And then another one from Briogeo. And I actually have like a really big size of this right now. I'm trying to get through. This is the Farewell Frizz Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Creme. You guys, I'm a night shower, so I just don't even use products like this that often because it's not like I'm showering and then blow drying my hair. So I just don't typically use a blow dry protectant. Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe things will change. So that's my other one. But after that, that is going to conclude this episode of Sample Pan Roulette. You guys will have to let me know what products you're currently trying to pan, whether or not they be full size or samples. I know for me, my sample collection was just getting literally out of control. So this was a really great way for me to try and work through a lot of my samples. Once I run out of hair care and skincare, no, hair care and makeup, I don't know if I'll keep continuing on with this series. Or just try and like force myself like outside of filming a video to get through some of my skincare samples. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm rambling again. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.